Killer Queen Antique Jewelry. I've decided to go live for impromptu Q&A, a catch-up, just to see how many of you are about today. Saturday afternoon, you all might be out shopping, catching those after Christmas bargains. Why shop before Christmas if you're going to get a bargain afterwards? Except you kind of just get everybody's leftovers, don't you? Well, you won't ever get that here. No one's leftovers, that is, except, well, I guess it kind of all is leftovers because it's antique. Wait to see how many of you are able to come in. When you are, come on in and say hello. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And the fluff is going to cry at the door. Okay. You want to come in? You want to come in? Nosy. You want to come in? Meow. I know, it still smells like paint in here. Do you want to come in? Come on. You just want me to leave the door open. Yes, because you're nosy. Here. I'll put your Betty there. There you go. Sorry. Demanding fluffy cat. I've been spending the last couple days with her. She's been sleeping a lot more. Hi, Trish. Yeah, it was a good Christmas. Can't complain. My husband told me a few days before Christmas that he didn't know what to buy me. I'm too hard to buy for. So what does a good wife do? She picks out her own Christmas present. I haven't got it yet because the auction house isn't shipping over Christmas. In fact, I have 4 large orders that are sitting out there waiting to be delivered. But that'll be for the anniversary sale. How was your Christmas? Nine people watching and 1 thumbs up. I love when the resellers watch. A lot of my buyers are resellers. Yes, I sell antiques, but I do sell them at a good price. And don't forget, if you're coming in and you're coming into chat, to hit that thumbs up. Does it look dark? Hi, Hey, Nails by Jamie. Hi, Jamie. How are you, honey? Yeah, my son and my daughter are in the States, so I have family time with a little bit with my stepson. He actually worked that day. He works for a hotel. So yeah, he had to work Christmas. Hi, Nicola. Yeah, it is hard that they're here. It is. I'm well, honey. Had a couple, I wouldn't say bad days with Fluff. She's 12, so she's concerning. She's not eating as much. She's sleeping a lot more. Oh, thank you. It's a little scary. She's 12. And in Maine Coon years, it's quite old. You know, the bigger the dog, they don't live as long. It's the same for cats. So, yeah, I had a couple weird days with her. I had my office door closed because you guys will see on my anniversary, we're going to go camera up. So while we chit chat, you'll see me. A gift from your cat. How nice. Mine just made me open the door, even though she hates it in here because I got a drafting cabinet my husband brought home from his work. And of course, I had to paint it. It was industrial gray. Just didn't go with my like French office at all. So I painted it white with what do you call it? In like an enamel paint. So yeah, it still smells real bad. It's really strong. I think I painted it like the day before Christmas. Because he kept saying, "Oh, I want to get your office out of here," because we had an office together while this one was being put together. "Oh, I want to get this floor done in here. You've got to get your office up." And so here's me the day before Christmas painting a cabinet. As you do. Yeah, these they don't allow EVOCs, I think they are. Like the harmful vapors here in the UK. But it still doesn't smell good. It still has a strong smell. You know, that kind of like enamel paint takes probably a couple weeks to cure. Fully cure. To where you won't smell it. Hi, Deanna. So I promised a few people that I was going to go live today. So I thought, well, we'll just have a Q&A. Let everybody come in if there are any of the pieces that you want to know more about. Hi, Lori. Tomorrow I will start at noon Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern. I haven't even talked to Deb. I don't want to bother her. Like, let her have time with her family for Christmas and the holidays. And they've all been sick there. Of course, I talked to her at Christmas. And I've got the Darth Vader vape. Because the one that's a little bit quieter, I don't know what I've done with it. So sorry for those of you that are triggered by weird sounds. I don't like the sound of someone vaping, chewing. Terrible. I'm one of those people that cringe. Mouth noises. And my husband makes the most noise when he eats. Just turn the music on. Dinner music. There you go. And I had to ditch. Hi, Lisa. I had to ditch the 1920s music. There were too many tracks that I kept getting strikes. Hello, April. April emailed me like late my time, and I didn't get it really till my morning. And then, if you all know me, mornings are. I wish I could sell in my morning. Of course, it'd be your middle of the night. Kind of like when I sell, and your afternoon is depending on where you're at. It could be my middle of the night. I'm 8 hours ahead of the West Coast. And what am I? 5 hours East Coast, 6 hours Central. So if we sell past midnight my time, I will uncork a nice little sparkly bottle. It really looks dark to me. My office is completely white. But I have a lot less lighting up here. Well, I thought I needed a lot less. Might need more. Then when I go camera up, of course, I'll have to have some kind of light in my face. Otherwise, the shadows, I don't know if you all know about when you film with your phone, if you don't have like a ring light or some kind of light in your face, it makes you look hard. And none of us need to look harder than we do. Me especially at 59. Elle, how are you, honey? It's okay, but is it bright enough? I mean, I don't want it like blinding. Sometimes if it's too bright, it washes everything out. Hi, Cache. I'm well. We were just talking about Fluff. Fluff's had a couple odd days where she slept a whole lot, and one day she didn't want to eat. She didn't eat all day. Maine Coons are very food orientated. And when they don't want to eat, then you start to worry. My husband said, you just have to face it. She's old. You won't have her forever. I don't want to face it. I'm not one of those people that will wait, though. If something happened, I would probably get a kitty soonish. I need someone to take care of, don't I? New children. No, I don't think it's she's not, her loins aren't tender and her gums are healthy. She hasn't been like excessively drinking, and she has been drinking. But one whole day, not yesterday? Was it yesterday? Maybe yesterday. She didn't eat all day. She didn't eat till the evening. And usually she's one of those that's in your face at 6 o'clock in the morning. Hello? It's me. Lava cameo. Yes, I did. Yeah, that sold off camera. I had that for probably 6 or 8 months. I can't believe how long I had it. They are rare. I get more, honey. I do. She might have, or she's just an old lady. They say you eat less as you get older. I haven't found that yet. Although my husband says I don't eat much. But I have bad genes. We're big Viking people, you know. My family's Hungarian, but part of them are German, and they were coastal Germany, where they're all, my aunts were all like 5'8", 5'9". My dad was 6'6", had a red beard. He was definitely Viking. Big people, like when they eat, it hangs on. I'll tell you, I've only ever been so thin, frightening thin, when I had an eating disorder, but that was a long, long time ago. I was a, teenager at that point. You're sweet, Deanna. People will give a thumbs up if they'd like. I'd appreciate it, because it'll put us out through the algorithm. Although if you're not part of the channel, you might think, what is this woman going on about her cat for? Just a preview, honey. Just a preview. Oh, yeah, it was silly. It was silly. The uranium, where's the light? Yeah, it's the entire necklace is strung with uranium. I guess I could put it in a shot and then you could see it better, right? Well, I have several large necklaces, but that one is very unique. Uranium necklaces. Yeah, even all the way up to the clasp. Now, remember, you don't have to walk around with a UV lamp. If you leave them out in the daylight, they will glow in incandescent light. I've had like that color, Lisa. Let me show you what else I have in that color that they do. I seem to find more unusual beads in that colorway in uranium. Now, this is so nice because I have my drawers right here where I can get into everything. I think Deb just bought a big... There we go. Now, all of these are unusual. And uranium, of course. But this is the Rosalin colorway. These I need to restring, but they're Rosalin colorway. I love these, the multicolor. Yeah, they do tend to come in really fabulous necklaces. Oh, I'm dropping a piece that you haven't seen yet. I love this one. And there's smaller versions of it as well. Ones that won't break the bank. The large ones, yeah, they do start out at quite a bit, but they are what they are. Now these I can't wait to restring with. Yeah, the blue and the green. Well, blue and green are my favorite colors anyway. So yeah, they are my favorite. So I mean, if you know you didn't like the Rosalin, the rosy pink, and you wanted a big fabulous, you could go with the blue and the green as well. I need to do that. Do some shorts with the uranium glass. YouTube is really, they're really pushing the short format. Why do they not want to broaden people's intelligence and attention span? I just don't understand it. Why do you want to learn, you know, as fast as you possibly can what you can learn in 1 minute? Frightening prospect. We'll give our children terrible attention spans, don't you think? What am I putting those back up for? There's other pieces that I can show you all. Let me see if I can come out a little bit. Oh, sorry, still playing with like camera angles and. Did I put that other piece in here? Let me think. Yeah, I can't wait to show you all the uranium drawer. Well, I'm going to show you all of the drawers in my cabinet. But that will be the anniversary sale. Sometime after the 15th. These, of course, need to be restrung. They're antique and quite gorgeous. Aventurine Millefiore. Look at the cord. Pathetic. Yep, there's an entire drawer of rare glass. Now these, everyone likes the iris glass, but they're so short. But I have another strand that I'm going to put together with them. Of course, these are crystal. Like the long strand that I have up this weekend. Let's see. What am I going to do? I'll go to Birmingham before my anniversary. Because I need to get a hold of some more silver. I went and got my nails redone today. And the girl was really upset with me. I guess it's really hard to do that open French. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just thought it was cute. They are sterling. They are Edwardian. And I would say for earrings, yeah, earrings, you know. But earrings are pricey, new or old. But these are out of this world. If they were gold, I just got what my husband bought me, well, what he paid for, when he said, oh, I don't know what to get you. You're hard to buy for. So I bought myself Nicola's here. Nicola, last year, I had this huge Moonstone ring. Now, it's probably not going to be as big as hers. And I have struggled for the last year to find one for myself. That was one of those pieces when I sold it. I was like, oh, why did I sell it? But I'm glad I know where it's at. And I know Nicola loves it. So. But I bought a large Moonstone ring. Hello, Felicia. How are you? We're just chit-chatting today. And I said, if there are any of the pieces that you want to know about, ask. Someone wrote me the other day and asked me for a starting bid on one of the bracelets. And I can tell you, tomorrow morning I'm going to have to do, I've done comps on everything, but I couldn't tell you, you know, how much everything is right off the top of my head. I've done comps on the pieces, but then I have to go against what I paid for it. And you know, I'm always going to go lower than what the comps are. You know, you're not ever going to pay, unless something goes to auction and someone decides that it's worth more, you're not going to pay more than what it is online. What the comps would be online, should I say. I love this piece. It's too long for that bust, but I don't think really the camera, it is like literally like an opal. The camera really doesn't do it as much justice as it should. But of course, it's those prolific Czech glassmakers who could copy any stone. I've seen cabochon like this, but never like basically a free form pendant. It's foiled glass. Amber, let's see. Do I have some amber this week? I think I do. I might have some amber. I quite often have it. Being here in Europe, I have a pretty good access to it. Check my sterling drawer and I'll tell you what I have available this week. Did I get some new earrings in? I did, didn't I? I did get some new pieces of amber in. Let me pull those out. There's so much, and I haven't put together a show yet for tomorrow. You know, as to what, I know some things that I'm going to pull out. You know, I surprise you guys when I pull out things that you might not have seen. I am not looking at the screen. I'm digging for amber at the moment. I have 2 drawers of sterling. And I've got some funky brooches. I know I have more amber than this. Must be in another drawer. So what I tend to do is, like if I'm going to do brooches, I'll show brooches. If I'm going to do rings, I'll show rings. You know, sometimes if we're going to do like, if there's a lot of amber, then I'll just showcase amber. I have 3 new beautiful rings and how many pairs of earrings here? Well, I'll show you. These are the 3 rings. And as far as earrings, there are these pretty Art Nouveau looking ones. And I think I have a couple classic post pairs. And then I love these because they're post angles. So they'll probably, I need to go through my other drawers because I think I have some more. Last lot, the rings were all really big. I think these are all, I'll get the mandrel out and tell you. Probably a good thing left one of the door open because these beams kind of take me over a little bit. Where is my mandrel? Mandrel, who's got the mandrel? It's probably in a drawer. Everything's put away in a drawer now. I'm too organized. Is there such a thing? Oh, where the heck is it? You can't lose a mandrel, they're huge. Ugh, and it doesn't hurt to have a turtleneck on. It's warm in here. Oh, I'll be sure to have it out for tomorrow because I don't know what the heck I've done with it. Oh, it's right in front of me. Here it is. Sorry about that. Would be helpful if I put it on that side. That one's an 8.5. Now some of these things, not all, but some of them can be sized. That one is not quite a 7. Now they can be sized up easily. It's sizing down that my jeweler doesn't like to do with amber because it's that one's a size 9. But that's a really good index or middle finger ring too though. So I don't mind getting those like larger size ones in larger sizes. Does that make sense? Well, that's meant to be out there. Now the piece that you haven't seen, because I just got it in today, it's mid-century. This is not Edwardian, this is not Victorian, but what it is gold-filled, and it's a big, long book chain, heart book chain. It's 10 karat gold filled, which it's about like rolled gold. It's 5% pure gold. So better than gold plated, 100 times better than gold plated. But I knew someone would love this heart book chain. Yeah, book chains have been around for a long time and they've been done many times. This one's mid-century. In fact, when I Googled it, not that I didn't know when it was from, because I did, but I Googled it just for comps. One came up, oddly enough, yeah, it's 34 inches long. It has a 17-inch drop. One came up on TikTok Shop, and it wasn't 10 karat gold filled, it was 10 karat. 4,000 for a short one, 7,000 for a long one. No, it's not signed, Felicia. It is only marked 10 karat gold filled. Try to show you on the clasp. Now, that's not to say that it wouldn't have had a designer tag. Most designer pieces aren't gold filled. Most designer pieces are gold plated. You do know that. I mean, it's only 5%, but this does have 5% pure gold. In comparison, like 10 karat gold is 41%. It could have had a paper tag or it could have had a metal tag. Many like big houses, because they didn't make the piece, they had other, jewelry manufacturers making their jewelry. That's why they didn't have tags. Then I've explained, people say unsigned beauties. It's the manufacturer that made it for like Dior or Chanel or whatever house. It's not that they're unsigned, it's the manufacturer that they use, slightly altering the design and then not labeling it, but selling it because it was a popular piece. And that's the real. Hi, JY. Yeah, that's all we're doing is chatting and hanging out. Should turn away from the phone while I'm vaping. It's awful loud. I think it's rude. But I also think I'm addicted to nicotine. Frigid? Frigid. Honey, I'm in England. It's not only cold, it's wet, it's windy. Let's see, it's probably 40 degrees out. Let's see what's the temperature. What does Google say? Hey Google, what's the temperature here? Ooh, 46. It's balmy. Get out your bikinis. You're likely to get windburn. I'm sure it's much warmer in Florida. Although I've lived in Florida, depending on what part you're in, if you're in northern Florida, it can get pretty cold. I live central most of the time. What part are you from, SMP? Yeah, absolutely. You're used to it being hot. I tell the story about when my sister and I were like probably 14 and 15 years old. We were there on vacation and we were at the pool, and it was about 70, probably 72, 74 degrees. And a lady came past us in a full length fur coat. I lived in the villages, so I was very near you in Ocala. She said, "You all must be from the north." And we're out there in bikinis trying to get a tan. She came past in her fur coat. I looked at my sister. She looked at me. I said, "Did you see that lady had a full length fur on?" I lived, my son and I lived with my mom for a year in the villages until we moved back here to England. We had to wait for our visa to clear. So I lived in the villages for 1 year. Yep, I sure did. That was 6 years ago. It's old, yes. Old people with money. That's exactly what it is. I say Disneyland for retirees, or Disney World for, because it's in Florida, Disney World for retirees. Oh, that place, it is Peyton Place. Absolutely. I call the ladies the casserole brigade. Like if an eligible bachelor moves in, the casserole brigade are all at the older gentleman's door. Oh, Largest rate of, yeah, it is a Twilight Zone place for sure. Highest rate of STDs in the state of Florida. Ew. Ew. Not that I'm not headed for that. I'm 59 years old. How far away from the villages am I? You know? Not that I'd want to live there. That's not my scene, thanks. Swinging and senior living. We're not going to say my mom's a swinger. She's not. But she does date. My dad was gone. See, my daddy's been gone 21 years. And I bet he was gone like maybe 17 before she even dated. Hey, she goes out to those squares and they have dancing every night and movies and shopping and she seems to be happy. So that's what you want. That's all you want for them is to be happy and to not die of an STD. We just weren't raised like that. I don't curse because my father thought it was unladylike. Yeah, my mom was about that age when my dad passed. She didn't date for a long, long time. But then I guess she decided my sister said she's like an old teenager. I'm like, oh, no thanks. I'll stay in England. I don't want any parts of it. Be happy, but I don't want any parts of it. My sister's there in the States, so she has to put up with all that caca. Poor thing. There's just my sister and I. Yes, and cruelly, my mother named us Dana and Deanna. Deanna wanted to know how I knew her name so well. Well, it's my sister's name. And she's 58. Someone asked me about the Victorian bracelet with I'll have comps for it tomorrow is all I can say. Dan, oh wow. Oh Lord. Well, I've told you all I was Dana whether I was a boy or a girl. Original, right? I just would have had a different middle name. Oh, we've been hanging out for 43 minutes. Is there anything else you want to know about? I got another quirky fish. It's sterling. Oh, yeah, anything that started with a D, we ran. When we were in trouble, she would put the two names together. If she said Deanna, we ran. Run. She's mad. The bracelet, second from the right. The Victorian. Oh, most of them are Victorian. Now, this one isn't the what did I say? It's Sarah Jessica Parker. I don't, it could be older, than what the lock is, and then the lock was replaced. Needs another safety on it. This one's really cool. The coins start from 1842. It's got a young Queen Elizabeth on it. And then they go up to the late 1800s. But it's just a beautiful bracelet. Felicia, did I miss something, honey? Oh, on the display? Oh, yeah, my mom's got a tricked out one. She's got a tricked out golf cart. Second from the right, the Scottish. That's a new Scottish bracelet. With the disappearing clasp. Now that one, that's a shorty. I mean, we can extend it because it's a panel. But listen, I only wear 6 3/4 and it's too small for me. It's going to fit like a 6.5 and under. Currently. Poor Deanna. She had a beautiful thistle bracelet and she lost it. Now listen, kids, this is modern day problems. She lost it in the church she works in. Someone picked it up and just took it. It is a thistle. Yeah, this is an early panel. Banded agate, chrysoprase, carnelian, and then black banded. It doesn't have kite hallmarks, but it can't be much later than like 1880s. Because it's marked for, I think, let me take a look at it. I think it's marked for Scotland and it's got Scottish hallmarks. Yeah. There's the thistle. The hallmarks are even. That's a Scottish thistle. And I think that is Edinburgh. Edinburgh. I keep saying it wrong. It's not Edinburgh. It's Edinburgh. Because I'm from Pennsylvania and we have Edinburgh University, which is pronounced Edinburgh. My American shows. Kite hallmarks, Felicia, it was like a union of jewelers from the early 1800s to the mid 1800s in Scotland. That came up with these kite hallmarks. And it's when a piece would have been registered. You can't, even though these earrings are dated June 10th, I wrote the date down, June 10th, 1868. I mean, the day, the month, and the year. You can't you can't completely say, oh, okay, those were made June 10th, 1868. But they would have been made from that date onward, but only to the mid 1880s. So they're never ever going to be older than that, or newer than that, should I say. Yeah, anything that's out will be here tomorrow. Anything that's out here on the desk. And plus more. I mean, I don't even have any gold out. It's mostly sterling, except for the gold field, the new gold field. Now, listen, guys. I shipped out some small orders last week. But on Thursday or Friday, I had not a warning, not an official warning, but my local post office told me that they've got packages back from 2 weeks ago. Oldest this week? No, actually oldest are those silver bracelets that, yeah, we still haven't determined. I won't give them a date. But like Bob said, they're old as dirt. But then he said, that's Bob's our jeweler. You all know who the crabby jeweler is. He said, and yes, I will have charms this week, but I'm not going to I have one big charm bracelet and just a big handful of charms that I'm going to show. Some really unusual ones. Where are those bracelets at? Oh, yeah, and I didn't show you all that I do have some new, well, they're not new, they're vintage padlocks. They're the tiny. Christina, do I have a Georgian bracelet? Oh, let me see. I do have a Georgian bracelet, don't I? I have a Georgian bracelet this week. The Georgian Pools of Light. That one's Art Nouveau. That is Vic. That's Vic. Yeah, the French citrine ring is here. I'm trying to think, Christina. There's so much. This was just the sterling haul that I showed. Georgian bracelet. Did you tag me? Did you tag the video? Is that one that you tagged? Hi, Ellen. Jamie, I have to subscribe to your channel. And I need to subscribe to, oh gosh, the little girl who, Lisa. We need to, next time she comes in. Devon Jewelry Treasures. Miss Ellen. Christina, make sure you email me or tag me on the video. Because if I don't remember what you're talking about. I'm well, honey. And does everyone know that Felicia has a channel? I didn't mention it because I was talking about channels I haven't subscribed to yet. I am subscribed to Felicia's. I don't know if they all know you have one, Felicia. Tomorrow, noon Pacific Standard Time. So that's 3 p.m. Eastern, and then that's 8 p.m. for me. Well, Felicia's is like, I think hers is now an appreciation channel, like for things that she's bought. I think that's what's going on with hers. I'm not sure what's going on with Jamie's and Lisa's. Like I said, I haven't subscribed yet, but I need to. So, I mean, everything that's out. Is your channel like, oh, the time, noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. What's that make that, 2 p.m. Central? Georgia, you're Eastern, aren't you? Yeah, she's building her Rat Pack name, her Rat Pack empire. Oh, girl. It takes a while. I've been at this for 2 years consistently. So don't get discouraged. Yep, 3 p.m. Eastern. Sounds good, Trish. So yeah, I will have charms, and there's of course, that Victorian padlock with the locket. It's sterling, but it's been gilt. So I could have Bob kind of gently remove what gilding's on there or re-gild it. If it sells. You if you're new to the channel, you won't know that they're crazy expensive. But if you've been here for a while, you know that they are. And they're usually stuffed with someone's hair. which not everybody loves. I like mourning jewelry, so hair doesn't bother me. It's part of history. I have hair bracelets, I have hair necklaces, I have hair rings. Maybe I'm creepy and have a strange morbid fascination with not dead things, but dead people. So yeah, everything that's out will be here. Plus, more from other hauls that I've shown. So we'll have one of our big spectaculars. We'll be able, but I'll do it. I promise you, I'll do. When we do necklaces, I'll do necklaces. When I do, that is agate, honey. Yeah, sterling and agate. Yeah, some people just are like, ooh, no hair. Yeah, I've got strange taste. I really do. Dead bugs. Love this scarab bracelet because I like dead bugs. Mummified dead bugs. Why not? I like Egyptian jewelry, period. I think you either kind of have a connection to it or you don't. I I'm a firm believer in reincarnation. Yeah, well, at least I have like pieces that I wear that, they do. But it doesn't bother me. Like, that's a woven hair bracelet with rose gold findings. I think if it was like, I don't know, like icky hair, and I wash, if I can open the lockets, I wash the hair in them. This has been washed because I wear it. I'm not going to wear somebody's dirty old hair. That's gross. Not into that at all. And then hair behind glass. I mean, that's just beautiful, isn't it? That woven hair. And those are called Prince of Wales curls. Do I condition it? Well, a little bit. Yeah, I do, a little bit. You don't want it to be, it's going to be dry, isn't it? Like this one I took apart and washed the hair behind it. Yeah, ooh. I mean, some of that stuff's a couple hundred years old. A couple hundred years of dirty hair? Ew. It's really this bracelet. I can't tell you how many times I've worn it. It's pretty tough. Now, they didn't color their hair. If they did color their hair, it was with henna. So their hair was healthy enough to weave it. Now, I don't always show my mourning jewelry because, I mean, I collect it too. Some of my pieces I probably won't ever part with. Like I said, my morbid fascinations. It is, and believe it or not, that's only a couple hundred years old. The DNA would actually still be viable. It is all the same color. It was someone with really pretty, like, auburn hair. Which I love auburn, red. I think people with that color are lucky. My hair is dark. Well, where it's not white. But it's been what I've had gray hair since I was 7. I got my first cluster of gray hairs when I was 7 years old. And by the time I was 20, I had a Lily Munster white stripe. Yeah, it is all the same color, Felicia. So their hair must have been extraordinarily long and healthy to be able to do that without it uncoiling. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful bracelet. Love it. All right. Yeah, I have some jet bracelets. We'll just do a whole morning show. I haven't done a morning show for a long time. And I've collected a lot of new pieces since I did the last one. Well, the music's over and we're at 64 minutes. I just wanted to hop on and say hello to you all because I haven't seen you all for ages. Laurie, yeah, I do have some beautiful morning rings. So we'll have to, like I said, we'll have to have a morning show. like you say, honey, really early for you in New Zealand. It's which time do you go by? Yep, noon. Thank you, Felicia. Noon Pacific Standard Time and 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, it's let's see, what time is it here? It's 10 minutes after 9 in the evening. So I'll probably go to bed pretty soon because I've been up since 5:30 this morning. Let me see, what time is it in New Zealand? Google, what time is it in New Zealand? Didn't want to talk to me. Oh, you got it? Okay. It says Google. I'm sure I said Google, not Siri. Guys, thank you for coming in. It's been wonderful seeing you. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. Yeah, and if you're new to the channel, we do chat for at least a half hour before I start. Just for the people that didn't make it in to catch up. So on this video, if there's something that I didn't talk about or you want to see tomorrow, make sure you leave it once the video goes up. Leave a comment. My eyes are, yeah, they are green, bluey green. 10 a.m. in New Zealand. Oh, God bless. 10 a.m. tomorrow. It's already Sunday there. When we see Lisa, it'll be New Year's for her already. Well, y'all, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, and many more of you. Thank you for coming in. It was so nice to see you again. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Or Sunday if you're in New Zealand. Good night, guys.